What up, what up, what up?
Hey, are we working?
Let's get some head.
Let's get.
They had some brief moments of internet skipping over there. I saw. I was watching the show.
I did notice that. Yes, I did notice that. Hi, everyone.
And it's kind of like it reminded me of like when you were younger and you just see snow falling at night.
You're like, maybe we
You're
would
like, please. That would be so great. No, I'm kidding.
No,
I do like coming on the show.
Oh, me too. And I really want to tell this story. And I'm glad that the three of us are finally back together. It's been a long time.
It's been
a long way. It's been like a month.
It
feels like. Oh, BNL. Aren't they Canadian?
It's been, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Not again.
Well, what's going on?
I'm just seeing it freeze and go black. I hope we're okay.
Oh, I assume it was going well. I assume it was transcoding. David, are you getting us, David?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Okay, great.
Is
cool.
it good?
It seems good.
Okay, great.
No complaints so far.
Someone said 240p Harley, but maybe
that happens sometimes. That happens even regular times. That's
still
me. I'm not plugged in yet. So I gotta get it. I gotta. I literally, I didn't. I did. Literally. Well, actually, sorry. I don't have to drill a hole. I opened up the vent and fished the wire through, and it goes all the way down. And then down here, I drill one hole. So just one hole. It's really not a crazy operation.
Will you?
Might not even have to. I don't think I'm gonna have to bother Ethan about it at all.
Okay.
But what's weird is when I opened up the vent and I looked in the wall, there was a light bulb in there.
In the wall?
What? Why?
Yeah, someone like put a light bulb there, or they dropped a light bulb. It was in a way because I just fished the wire through. I wouldn't be able to get this light bulb, but it looks like someone dropped a light bulb, Philips Hue light bulb in there.
That's expensive.
Just like not attached to anything. It's just like
I wanted it. It's like $70 or something. It might just not be a colored one, so maybe it's like $50, but still.
Oh yeah.
David, you'd love the setup here.
I know. I mean, dude, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, he originally was talking about drilling a hole in the wall in January, and it's August, almost September now. Huh?
Did you get that, Kate?
No, I can't hear what anyone's saying. It's just like
I heard a
like
robot.
roboting.
David was robot. I hear you.
He was
perfect.
I came into you guys as a robot.
Yeah, like crazy.
It's like stuttering. Yeah.
Yeah,
perfect.
But you.
And now it's
but are you getting us clearly, David? Are we?
I'm getting you guys completely clear. Yeah.
Everything's frozen.
No, I think Harley's pretending to be frozen.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
Okay, cool.
Wait, if listen, I could hear Kate perfectly. If you're getting us fine, then
I just won't talk.
Then Kate, I didn't want to say that.
Then just David, shut the fuck up.
I didn't want to say that, but I have been writing a weekly letter saying that.
So
listen,
it's your guys' show. Like
I was like, smaller David, smaller
so.
Kate, less talking.
I think don't do sound bites either, because that's also seems to be glitching.
Perfect.
Just honestly,
just lower the load on your end.
You could call it right now. You could go.
No, I don't want to call it. I want to.
No, not you. We could do it. We could do it. I'm saying he doesn't need to be there.
I'll
but
just
I
walk
need to
away.
push it up. Oh, someone said my eye makeup looks phenomenal. Thank you. It's all Teddy Glow. New Teddy Fresh shirt too. It's like cherry.
I hear you perfectly.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay,
perfectly.
let's do it. Yeah, we're good.
Well, I'm glad that we're back together.
We're not. David's just been exiled, so
no, I don't know what's going to happen.
We're gonna have a killer show without him.
It feels like we need to go to thruples counseling and get our spark back, because we've been apart and in pieces for so long.
If I saw all three of us on a TikTok, if in an alternate universe as a throuple on a TikTok, and like it was you talking and you revealed me and revealed David, I'd be like, yeah, this is exactly what I would expect from a throuple.
It's so rarely one woman and two dudes, but you are definitely
what? No,
dudes.
I get that a lot on TikTok.
You get two dudes.
Oh, way more than anything.
I saw a lesbian throuple that lives together. I want them to call in. How do you feel about that?
That doesn't count.
Do you think that'd be fun?
I feel like when you like a lesbian throuple, it's just a team.
It's just like the sports team?
It's just a team in general.
But they're probably hanging out in bed and
it's probably sick. It's probably
scissoring.
So sick.
I know.
Maybe and like there's 3, so like maybe one of them wants to lie at the foot of the bed like a pet, like and maybe they like that. You never know.
Maybe that's the vibe.
Who knows? It's just,
Hey.
And then like rent.
Works.
Let's go. Rent a whole other person.
Take the load
you can
off
go on
some
vacation
of these bills, with or without them. That's so true. Chores, it would all be easier, I think. Hang on, what's happening? Kate, you keep getting worse.
No, but they hear you.
Yeah, they can hear me.
It's gonna last.
Guys,
does this podcast go on Spotify or anything?
It does.
Yes, it does. It does.
So it'll be great there. It's going to be great.
It'll be great on Spotify.
David, you sounded perfect there, by the way.
You did.
But let's not push it. Don't do that ever.
I mean, chat's saying I sound okay, so it's really just like a you problem.
It is.
We know for sure it's not an us problem.
It is an us problem because of you guys. But because of you guys, I would have taken initiative if I was there. I would have stood guard at the copper
and guard the copper from the crackheads.
Yeah.
Good fun.
You know how I would have done it?
We would have
never mind.
Yeah, don't reveal your secrets. We might need you. We might need it again someday soon. Oh my God. All right. Well, last time we were here, I have like videos and stuff to show. I hope they work. We tried to do this yesterday, but it was bad. We were talking about how you just came back from the Juggalos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me a high and a low from the Juggalos.
Juggalos culture wise, you get a lot of culture there, a specific type of culture. Mm-hmm. And like if you're not ready for what it is, you could have a terrible time.
Yeah.
Remember in Dune when what's his name spat at Leo Atreides, and he was like they're like, oh, that's what an honor because water. Mm-hmm. So yeah, here they spray you with Faygo. So you get sprayed with.
That's an honor.
Yeah, it is, and it happens a lot. Like people were like in the subreddit after, like, man, is it just me or was this a lot less Faygo for a clown show? I was at the front the whole time. I barely got sprayed with anything.
Oh my God. Recession indicator.
Yeah. Well, no, people were like Thursday it was bumping and Saturday was bumping. There was debate on that, but I did find it interesting that people were like, why didn't I get sprayed more? And I found it like a low point was I would change and because it was so hot there, so you're sweating like crazy, and then you get sprayed with Faygo and it's like sticky. Shout out to ICP though, they use Diet Faygo.
Do they?
Yeah, so it's
less
not sticky. Yeah,
that's smart and probably more carbonated. Probably
AB a friend Heather there, and she had the inside scoop on stuff like that.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, so they use diet soda, so it's not sticky. But just going there in clean clothes and then getting sprayed instantly the second you get to the stage, No,
thank you.
Yeah. And then there's the pit. I sent you footage from me in the pit from my glasses.
Oh, yes. You were in the pit.
I was up in that bip all the whole time. I was throwing my body into people. They were throwing their bodies into mine.
Were you just knocking people over left and right?
I did knock over a person at one point, and I did help 3 people get up. People come and run at me and
just bounce off you.
Yeah. Because I'm big and solid, but I am also bouncy.
Oh,
and you don't expect that bounce.
You don't.
You don't expect that bounce.
The rubber effect coming off you. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So you had fun in the pit.
Yeah, we saw Vanilla Ice.
Rob,
I can't spoil too much. AB actually,
I know.
He gets pissed. He gets pissed because he's like, "Yo." I was posting shit on the story, and he was like, "Yeah, chill, dude.
Chill, man.
Chill. Don't go showing.
Save some for the hose.
Yeah,
save some for the hose. Okay, well, we won't spoil anymore. But I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you got home safe. I was more worried for your lives at this event than Shambhala, so I'm glad that you guys are okay and you're back.
You saw that. You saw that clip from the Queef of Comedy.
I did. That just showed up. That just showed up in my feed. I was like,
nice
my algorithm's sick. So that That made me happy. I'm glad that you guys also saw that. And obviously a video is coming. A video is on the way, y'all. So we will not say anything more about that.
We'll say it's worse than Shambhala video-wise.
Okay. Well, yeah, I like that you undersell things. So we'll stick with that.
Well, I saw people enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
and,
it was awesome.
That's great. It's been a long time since I've ever been part of a video that people cared about.
Harley.
What are you laughing at?
That's
can I
very
be Can I be vulnerable for a second?
You can be vulnerable.
Fuck you, buddy.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you, David. Look what you made us do.
Yeah, David.
Look what you made us do. Yeah. Maybe that's the problem.
We said no talking, David. Just kidding. We actually have two things to talk about.
You know we love you, right, little boy David?
Yeah, let's talk about little boy David.
Little boy David gave me the best laugh.
You
guys know I was laughing out loud at my house.
Oh my god.
When I read
so funny.
when I read that is crazy. That is crazy.
So where was this posted on the subreddit? Did you Google yourself?
No.
But someone else did.
So there's a Discord chat that Woofy is in, and he's like, just for fun, I Googled you, and this is what AI Overview said was about you, and all of it was wrong.
Oh my god. So yeah, I have it pulled up here. And it says, hopefully y'all can see it because I can't really. David Valdez, often known as Little Boy David.
What?
Little boy.
Have we ever done that?
I mean, we call him like Little David, Cocomelon.
But like, when did we ever that with Little Boy David?
I don't think we ever did it explicitly, did we, David? Have we ever called you Little Boy David?
I don't think so. I mean, I at this point I've been called so many things by just Harley alone that I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Little boy David. Little boy David.
You did in that fucking moment when I sang The Cat's in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. You said Little boy David
and the man
getting
on the
groomed.
Moon. Oh.
Yeah, you said little.
You said Little Boy David getting groomed.
Oh,
so
I
this
think
is
I was
on
hacked.
you.
This is
Why
your
did
fault,
AI
Harley.
pick up that one moment?
And then they got my age wrong.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
You're not
How old did it say you were?
I'm 27. I'm not 31.
Oh, little baby.
Was born in
you are Little Boy
1998.
David.
Fix it,
we do
AI.
constantly say.
Computer.
Yeah.
Make me younger.
You can't age up an actor. That's like career
I know.
suicide.
I'm already
that's so
aged out, basically.
funny.
I'm too old.
Yep. So David's new name is his Juggalo name is LBD.
Yeah, I'm LBD, and I'm also apparently 31.
And it's LBZ.
LBZ,
yeah, LBZ,
Little
Boy
David. Little Boy David.
LBZ.
And we also have David. I didn't know you got a new gig at Kroger.
Yeah.
Somebody spotted you at Kroger.
That's me. Yeah, guys, that's me.
Pimping out the sunscreen.
Yeah, I mean, listen, sunscreen's extremely important.
That's so fucking funny.
You should be wearing it.
Oh shit, he's roboting. Do you?
I hear
him?
you. Yeah, I hear you clearly.
All right, try again, David. I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, sunscreen very important. Be sure to wear it, even on the days that it's cloudy. And yeah,
right.
you know, I'm just
especially.
spreading awareness and spreading sunscreen.
Look, they even got your watch in there.
My watch, my
Shout
glasses.
out.
You're done, dude. You've been replaced. You're
so cute.
you're washed. You might as well be 31 years old. Look at this guy. This is the new David.
This is little baby David.
Take a look, pal. This is.
I have 2 teeth, and that's
This is
it.
the
Actually,
hot new
one,
shit.
just one
He
big
said,
tooth.
Incoming
one.
talent.
It's one unitooth.
Yeah, I have one unit
Hi, I'm
tooth.
David. I'm David. Wear your sunscreen, guys. All right, bye. Look, you're pointing at it.
This guy just got the role as a magician in Life is Strange 3. So
It's true.
Dude, I wonder if he's in like Kroger commercials.
Who is this, by the way? Who is
just
this
some
guy?
just some
It's
one of
me.
the characters that Kroger has as their
How many do they
mascot.
have?
I don't know.
Kroger Cinematic Universe?
Let's see. Kroger characters. Oh,
There's gotta
yeah,
be
there
more.
is.
If it's just that guy,
tons.
I honestly feel like I have a case for a lawsuit. But if there's more people, it's okay.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a ton of them. Let me pull up the characters. It must be a thing that they do on their social media, I'm guessing, and through the store. Here they are.
Hey, look at me right up front and center.
Yeah, playing some football, throwing the pigskin around.
All right,
and graduating
cast members if
over on the right.
H3 cast members, but if they were Kroger characters.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Put the H3 characters if they were Kroger characters in the bag.
Yeah.
Chat. Let's go, chat.
We've got David here. I feel like people will say this is me because I'm a little baby.
Don't take the fun from them. Don't take the fun away.
I'm not going to.
And I'm definitely getting snowman.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are.
You're definitely snowman. For sure.
Fat Love's
guys, check it out. Fat Love. We got Fat Love. Who's this carrying the ham over here? I like that person. So yeah, go have some fun with that, guys.
Maybe Gila. Is that Gila, maybe?
Carrying a ham?
I don't know. You don't think too much about the ham, but she was kind of wearing something like that today.
She was wearing a triangle
She was wearing that color. She was wearing that color.
Okay.
Oh, she had the onesie on.
Basically the same person.
She had a onesie on. I would say this is more Eli.
I'm not a snowman. We got to make some. We got to stretch it a little bit here.
The gray guy is Ethan.
Ethan, that's very Ethan coded. Oh my God. So yeah. So let us know on the subby what you guys think of that. Oh man, it was nice to have a good giggle now that we're all back together about each other, because it really has been a long time. And also, here's another little silly. We have a Providence, Rhode Island rap. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, yes. Shit, let's go.
Right? We haven't talked about Rhody in so long. All right.
It's been like 2 episodes.
5, 6, 7, 8.
The rap about Providence, Rhode Island. Providence, Rhode Island has 195,000 residents.
Let's go.
It is located in Providence County, and the school district is Providence School.
Bars.
It is the state capital of Rhode Island,
yep.
And they have Brown University.
Holler.
Roger Williams Park Zoo is there, and don't
false. It's not.
Forget about the Roger Williams Park Botanical Garden.
Yeah.
They have the Museum of Natural History and Planetarium. Interstate 95 goes right through it.
Sure does.
And they have Providence Children's Museum.
Mm-hmm.
The Providence River goes right through it.
Yep.
And they have Trinity Brew House. Ellie's Restaurant is located there. And Harry's Bar and Burger. The Rhode Island T.F. Green International Airport is located in Providence, Rhode Island.
Also false, but that's okay. Close enough.
The Golden Dessert Cafe and Ice Cream, and it's Nice City in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
This is a rap about Providence, Rhode Island. Providence, Rhode Island.
Let's go!
So you know why this is so sick?
Why?
Other than why it's because it's about, other than it being about Rhode Island. Why it's so sick is because, like, back in the day, rock music, older generations being like, oh, and then rap music being like, oh my God.
It's
just
if you go, noise.
Yeah, you go back far enough. If you took some of the stuff that plays now, the crazy, wobbly, weird, crazy dubstep shit or something super electronic, and played it back, people would be like, this is an assault on my ears. This is terrible. And this is bad. And I hate it. And this is like crazy, but it's still like actually written music. And they, this right here, the reason why this is awesome is because this is man-made.
Yeah, man.
This is 100% man-made. And I think there will be a certain badness to performances in the future that will lend it an authenticity.
Interesting.
Like, that's a human, and then AI will figure that out. But then humans will be bad in a way. Again, they'll figure out a way to like just doing stuff. Just, this right here When I say bad, I mean quality, and quality always changes. If you think about movies in the 70s, it was a blockbuster. Now kids watching reels on their phone, the idea of quality has completely changed.
Absolutely.
This right here, I think you're looking at a little peek into the future of tier 1 quality, real deal shit.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I like
Play
the
it
idea
again.
that flaws will become the hallmark of human creation. Here we go.
But the younger generations aren't going to care about that. That's for us, people that have to grow up and will exist through it.
Yeah,
that's what we'll see and we'll take note of. The younger generations, they're not even gonna like think about it like that.
No, of course not. We got a super chat that says from Jolly Green Jess that says, Kate, as a Rhode Islander, hang on. How do you feel about the movie Me, Myself, and Irene with Jim Carrey?
11 on 10.
Really? I went to see it with my mom and I feel like my cousins were there too, and my brother and sister, and she had us walk out of it. She was like so disgusted with the movie. So I don't know if I've
That's
ever
not
seen
a fucking
the whole
recommendation to someone.
My mom walked out of it.
What part?
I don't.
Vagisil. Please check on Vagisil.
I think it was about the taco.
Don't you hate when people do Jim Carrey impressions? You ever see MGK?
Yes. Yes.
Did we watch that on the show?
We watched it. I think it was on the main show.
I love that.
I mean, it was good.
Someone doing a Jim Carrey impression? Wait, the Jim Carrey impression?
Yeah.
Oh, the better the impression, the worse.
The worse it is. Exactly. 100%. Yeah. So I think it was the extra cheese on your taco moment that did it for my mom. That's the moment in my brain. But yeah.
The movie is you got to watch it 14,000 times.
Okay.
You're very behind on
probably
this one.
like Cat in the Hat.
No, it is
true. Just let it wash.
It is an easier recommendation than Cat in the Hat.
Well, and my favorite Jim Carrey Rhode Island movie is Dumb and Dumber. I mean, he was in several movies that were filmed in Rhode Island, and you got the big blue bug and everything. So yeah, but I don't think I've seen all of Me, Myself, and Irene.
You saw The Mask?
Obviously, a zillion times. Not my favorite though. Like of all of his, I feel like that was one of the weaker ones.
Just crazy that he did Ace Ventura, and then you get Dumb and Dumber and The Mask the next year.
Were they the next year?
Yeah, both the same year.
Wow.
He had just done the work, and they came out. Then he just dominated that year.
He
was Batman. He was in Batman.
The Riddler, right?
The
Riddler. I remember that.
And it's crazy that he did those movies, and then also did Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I come back and you guys are 44p and you didn't hear anything. All right. That's the last time I'm going to talk, everyone. You guys got it. You take it from here.
I got nothing.
I think I heard him say you take it from here.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm sure what you said was very smart. I just couldn't hear it.
Imagine this was a coordinated move by us to just have them like stop talking on the show with us.
We sabotaged
I'm like, hey, you're
David.
not like me. You got to make yourself bigger, first of all.
We gotta sabotage David. Oh my god. What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, Ace Ventura.
I ruined it.
Love
Jim
it.
Carrey.
No.
Oh, hey.
I believe that the second Ace Ventura is better than the first one. True or false?
I
think it's
that
one of
one
the
has
few.
the rhino scene, right?
Yeah.
That's important.
It's kind of hot in these rhinos. We're such millennials.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so good. It's so good. You want to listen to Providence, Rhode Island rap again? Is that what you said?
I could do it one more time, I think.
Yeah, let's take it from the top, David. Thank you so much.
This is a rap about Providence, Rhode Island. Providence, Rhode Island has 195,000 residents.
Talk to him.
It is located in Providence County. And the school district is Providence Schools. It is the state capital of Rhode Island. And they have Brown University.
Shout out.
Roger Williams Park Zoo is there.
That's
and don't forget about the Roger Williams Park Botanical Garden.
Warwick.
We have a museum of natural history.
And you know Warwick.
Planetarium.
Now, I will say I am upset. I know that he's not from Rhode Island because he didn't mention Providence Place Mall or Waterfire.
You think he's a poser?
Yeah, I do.
Did he check in with you last time he came to Rhode Island? Did he check in with you?
No, but so he's done a bunch of them. He did Hartford, Connecticut too. Durham. He's done all kinds. All these different Ohio. Maybe he's from Ohio. So he's done a lot.
How'd you guess that? You just loose guess, or he gives Ohio energy?
He does so many Ohio ones, so that's my guess. It's just a guess.
I like that he does them in blocks. Like
would you rather be Ohio or Missouri?
Would I rather be Ohio or Missouri?
Did David talk there? Was David talking?
I think.
I feel so.
I don't know why I tried.
It feels like we're doing a.
Are we coming through normally and he's not? Like, or he is too?
David, you just gotta stop.
Okay. Bye. I'm just gonna.
But they hear you fine.
We love you. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. You're an actor. Yeah, that's great. That's
perfect. Yeah, work on your craft while you're sitting there doing nothing. Oh my God. I have like a smoker's cough. And so laughing is like the last vestige of things I can't really do right now. I want to hear this Kentucky song.
I'm gonna sing a Kentucky song all day long. The initials are KY. This is the Kentucky song.
It's not the first time that I hear something and I'm like, it's better than the last one, but it's not what I wanted from him.
Like he's doing,
it's a new thing he's going for here. You feeling that, David? Right? You agree?
Looks like David agrees.
Yeah. It's such a, but I do think, and I acknowledge that this is a far superior
but superior is no longer the goal, as you were saying, when it comes to
but it's also it wasn't even what I wanted,
Yeah,
like
we don't want.
I like Return of the Jedi better than Empire Strikes Back, but I know one is a way better movie.
Can I tell you something?
You never seen these?
The sound might sound crazy. They sound fucking crazy.
Not for chat. They sound good for chat.
Star Wars movies. They missed me. David? Oh my God. I can't.
So you never seen these movies. It's like, what's up with that?
What's up with not seeing Star Wars?
Yeah.
My parents weren't into it. I was born after they happened and there was nobody to show it to me because my parents didn't give a fuck about it. So it just never happened. Like my friends had seen it and had like the little action figures and stuff.
And
I saw Spaceballs a million times.
You were never like,
that was enough for me.
Oh, I never seen this. Let me throw this on.
No, it felt like too much of like an investment.
Hasn't it been so noisy your whole life?
Yeah, I know about it.
Right? Like it's just been there the whole time.
Yes. Yeah, I can.
You're not just all right, let's see what this. Let me see what the big deal is here.
I feel like I have absorbed enough that I feel like I'm okay.
You think you get it?
Yeah, it's like fucking Luke Skywalker and his dad is evil. Leia's hot and all the guys jerk it to her. There's a big fluffy guy who is totally Harley coded.
I watched that movie. Yeah, he is. I watched that movie a zillion times.
Yeah.
And never once did the thought of having sex or being sexually aroused by Leia happen.
Well, I think you were too young. I think it was the teenage boys.
And
that
just
were really
even, and then as it continued and it goes on, it never happens. It'd be like if you had a beautiful teacher that was your favorite teacher in elementary school or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. But
listen, guys, I saw Spaceballs and I saw Harry and the Hendersons. So I think I get I think I get Star Wars plenty. Okay.
You get you got it. You know what you got to do?
What?
You got to watch Star Wars at 2 times speed.
Why? Why shouldn't
and
it
like
be good
just like
enough?
leave it on while you're like streaming.
Maybe.
Just have it on your other monitor there, and you can just have
what's-
it there. Just get two things done at the same time.
What's really weird is I watched another one of George Lucas's movies.
American Graffiti?
No, what the fuck was that called? I think it was called THX.
Oh yeah, that's the
that
short.
Was fucking weird.
Yeah,
I think
that was the first. That was the first one he did. I think.
Why did I watch that and not the real thing?
So that when people asked you if you saw Star Wars, you could be like, "No, but did you see this? You didn't. Cool. So don't bother me about fucking George Lucas shit, dude."
Yeah, I'm a true fan. I'm a true deep fan.
No, you could just be like, "It's beneath me. I saw his THX. I wasn't a fan. You didn't even see that? Oh, dumb.
Yeah,
get out of my face.
I like Lucas's older stuff. Sorry, before he sold out. What's your favorite scene in Spaceballs?
The
best.
At the end of the day, I think combing the desert.
I was just about to say that
because like I really did quote, "We ain't found shit." My entire from the moment
Harley.
I saw that, I probably say it like once every 2 weeks.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We ain't found shit.
It happens all the time. Like, where are the keys or whatever, something, and like after like 20 seconds, it just pops in my head.
Oh my god. God, we're the same person. It's so wonderful. Okay.
It's your brother.
It's my brother. What was that?
What was that?
I just said it's my favorite too. Also, when they jam the radar, that's another good one.
Mm-hmm.
Starth Valdez.
Thank you, David. I wish I could hear what you were saying.
It sounds like not even enough to make sense. It sounds like garble, like a couple garble noises.
I was saying, it feels like we're doing a seance and he's just like barely piercing the veil, you know?
Ooh.
It's kind of what it's like.
But we're coming through. We're coming through good. Everyone's happy.
I mean, you're not coming through great. There's many moments you guys are like 24p.
He's just he's attacking us now. You know, don't feel bad, Kate. This isn't about us.
It's passive aggressive.
the garbled claps coming through also.
The sound bites are so stupid. I love it.
It sounds like a loose like.
Oh my god. Fucking hell. We have some WNBA updates. I know this isn't for everybody, but we did talk about it.
Kind of think it is.
Well, I think it is too.
I think like this is a pretty probably, you know, the only place on the internet you come to get some just casual WNBA conversations. Nothing's too crazy. You know, get some fresh perspectives. Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So
WNBA has been popping off more and more.
It has, and I love that.
Maybe it's like when maybe only because I just started hearing about it because we started talking about it.
No, it's exploded, and the problems that we are having
when you
now,
like get a dog, like you're like a Bichon Frise. I've never heard of a Bichon Frise, and then you get a Bichon Frise, and everyone has a Bichon Frise now.
And they're everywhere. Yeah.
Right. I'm getting like Bichon Frise.
Yeah, there's probably some of that. I've probably affected your algorithm yapping about the W in front of your phone.
I got the turtle.
Exactly. We're going to talk about the turtle. We're going to talk about the turtle.
Okay. Yeah. So do it.
Let's get the bullshit out of the way. I have been avoiding talking about it because I don't want to give the dumb men who are making a mockery of the league any extra attention. So I'm not going to really talk about that. But I do just want to show, basically, if you don't know what's going on, there's like outsiders to the league are trying to create like a civil war over trans athletes. To be very clear, there are no trans women in the league. There are no trans women trying to get in the league. There are no trans women that I know of on any D1 basketball teams in college. So at no point in the pipeline is there a single trans woman who is trying to get into the league at all. let alone get in just to be better than everybody else. But that is what a couple of cis men are pretending to do, right? They're putting on wigs. They're making a joke out of being a woman, and they're declaring for the draft. And now they're saying they're going to sue the WNBA because they can't get let in. And all of this has mushroom clouded because of Sophie Cunningham, who we've talked about before. So we don't need to harp too much on her. But she is.
Who are we talking about?
Sophie
What's
Cunningham?
her name?
Sophie Cunningham.
I don't remember. Pull up a video.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'll be serious.
No, I know you know.
No, I'm good.
I know you know. I know you know. But yeah, so she has become like the darling of the Christian right, and the Christian right has basically made her famous for her anti-trans rhetoric. She's very stupid, and she's not very good at basketball compared to most other people in the league. So I understand why the right-wing grift is working for her. I understand why she's doing it. But what she's doing is helping to create a pretty unsafe environment at games. For instance, we just had one of the ex-NBA players, who I guess was also very bad, like not a good player. He just got kicked out of a game for harassing some of the women players.
That's so embarrassing. And a player, he was in the NBA, you said?
Yes.
That's so embarrassing.
Extremely embarrassing. He is now one of the people that's saying he's going to declare for the draft. And so he was sitting in the crowd and yelling and making fun of one of the players on the team, Natasha Cloud. And according to him, and I love this, Natasha Cloud said, "She ain't gonna fuck you," referring to Sophie Cunningham. And so they got into a back and forth. He got kicked out and he got banned from the Chicago Sky Arena, which is great. The W still won't ban him from all arenas, which is just like, I don't know. They have done nothing.
Maybe a person getting banned from an arena. He's banned from that arena, though?
From that arena, yes. The team has banned him from
Seems
that arena.
weird that someone would get from an arena permanently and not be banned at other arenas.
Yeah, some people...
anything that they would do, everyone would just be like, why is this person here?
Right. Well, and you remember we talked about Gideon and how he got banned from the W and the NBA for life. So why can't we do that? But maybe they will. Maybe it eventually will happen. But my issue is that all of this comes out of the Indiana Fever, which is Caitlin Clark's team. Not her fault at all. A lot of racists and misogynists rode in on her. And they have now hooked onto Sophie Cunningham because Sophie Cunningham is enjoying
accepting of it and
the attention.
Leaning into it.
Yes. So Caitlin Clark is still like their golden goose, right? But Sophie is the one that's really letting them perpetuate.
That's because Caitlin just has to play and Sophie doesn't have that option.
No, she's an absolute bench warmer. She recently she played, I think 15 minutes in a game, zeros. She didn't do any rebounding. She didn't do any stealing, any shots, anything. So she's doing what other people do when they are bad at their career of choice and they just go right wing and they grift that way. So when people say, "Oh, but you should be grateful that Caitlin brought so much attention to the WNBA," like this is the attention that it's brought, and it's unfortunate. It has also brought a lot of little girls who loved Caitlin and now are into basketball, and that's a wonderful thing. But they're now having anti-trans rallies outside of games. And again, I must stress, there are no trans women trying to get into the league, in the league at all. What this is doing... Go ahead.
No, just saying, I saw some loser throw a green dildo on the court.
That's happened several times since Caitlin Clark started and since all these with peace and love straight men started pretending to care.
I did see a video. It was they were going around and they were surprisingly finding a lot of women that were at the game excited to see Caitlin and didn't know anyone else or the teams and stuff. And I think they were just trying to show that it was like more than you think. Not obviously the usual suspects.
Yeah.
But no, it goes deeper. It's become like a bigger thing.
It is.
It's like
they
bigger.
Are being, they are here it is. They are recently, this was New York Liberty versus Indiana Fever. There was an anti-trans rally outside the game, and somebody was interviewing people and asking people on both sides, so the anti-trans protest and the counter protesters, who are fans who just want to go to a fucking game,
right?
And many of whom are trans and have found the W as like a safe space, and now they're being harassed and being treated like they're freaks. Right. But now they have to stand outside the game and counter protest these fucking idiots. So what this person did was pretty great. They asked a bunch of these so-called women's sports protectors if they could name 5 WNBA players.
Yeah.
And you're going to see the difference between the people who pretend to care about women's sports and the people who actually care about women's sports. So here we go.
Name 5 WNBA players for me.
I can name Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark. That's all I got.
Indiana Fever.
Olivia Miles, Paige Beckers, Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, Sabrina Ionescu.
That's a real fan.
Do you watch the WNBA normally?
Yes.
Are you going to the game tonight?
Yes.
Can you name 5 WNBA players?
No, I cannot. I'm sorry.
You don't fucking go to the games. You don't watch this shit.
Me anytime I went to any sports game, though.
You're like, yes. No, I'm sorry. Brought up Run Buds, and I do want to show that after. All right. So,
Run Buds?
All right. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. It's good. We'll end on that being a positive bit. All right. So I'll continue here. We've got more protectors of trans people.
Natasha Cloud, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina
having
Ionescu,
no problem at all.
Satu Sabali.
Can you name 5 WNBA players?
I sure can.
I sure can, and then does it.
Sure. Sophie Cunningham. It's always fun when I get Caitlin Clark.
Yep.
Reese.
Who is Angel Reese, and they only know her because she has been chosen as like the demon, like the evil force against Caitlin Clark.
I would have said these 3 maybe first, but this would have been my 3. They would have been there. Dejanay would have been there.
And Dejanay we love.
Yeah. Who else we got?
Nalissa. We got Nalissa. We got
right.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie Young. You could have gotten some.
Jackie Young. Yeah.
Listen, you could say Stud Buds and you'd have 2.
That's cheating though. But yeah, actually you get because you inside info.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, he's one of those fans.
Yeah.
The ones that are caught
who fucking
dating
know
drama.
Stuff. Exactly. That's what I'm here for. I totally get that.
Asia. Excuse me. I said Caitlin Clark.
So somebody else in this little stupid Save Women's Sports group says, "Don't forget Caitlin Clark."
Like, we're all wearing her jersey. We know.
We all know. Fake ass fans.
JJ, Brianna Stewart, Ionescu, Olivia Miles, Wilson, super.
Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark.
Shocking.
That's it.
We're talking about
This video is great.
We're
This is
talking
great.
about Teresa Witherspoon. Shout out Sue Wicks. We're talking about
She's
Becky
doing the old
Hammond.
school.
These are the greats. These are legends of the Liberty Dynasty.
Can you name 5
So we're back. So that just goes to show you these are not people who are actually invested in any way in women's sports. They are here to make things like to
throw
sort of
dildos on the court,
to throw dildos, to make a mockery of the league, to insult the women in the league, because now you're also seeing the transvestigation of cis women who play in the league. And shockingly, they're all black, right? So you're seeing people on Twitter being like, oh, I think there's already men in the league, and, you know, talking about Brittany Griner and Alyssa Thomas and all kinds of people like that. So it's a lot. It looks like David is saying something, because people are saying David.
No,
can't
nothing.
do videos. It's saying
we're good.
Hang on, let me check WhatsApp and see what's going on.
If we're coming through still enough, like audio wise, I know it's so annoying, but maybe we save Reggie again and just keep doing more just lighter stuff, because it is videos. I haven't seen that last video. I didn't see any of it.
Oh man!
Like I was going on audio, and I would get a freeze frame, and then 20 seconds later, I'd look at the feed on the YouTube channel. And I would see the picture. But
okay, so they can see it, but not.
It looks clear on the show, but okay. I don't see it live. I could see it when we watch when the show goes.
David is holding something up, and I can't see it. This is fucking crazy,
bruh.
David,
can't even. You got a whiteboard. You can't even read it.
What are you holding up? I can't read it.
Oh,
I can't read it. Oy vey. Well, silly stuff would be videos. Like, that's the problem here. I don't want Reggie to be the eel pit. I want to talk about this because it's really important.
Yeah.
But I got a whiteboard to communicate, and
let's
can't
just
read it. Okay.
There's no videos. There's gonna be no videos.
I mean, we could talk about it. There are videos that would make it more interesting, but we don't have to do that. I can just run through the situation that's going on, but that's fine. Okay. So let's do it. Let's talk about Reggie Watts. Content warning ahead of time. We're going to be talking about drug abuse. We're going to be talking about suicide. Not in any sort of like graphic detail. So I think, it should be okay.
It's the subject matter. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the subject matter. And if you don't want to watch it, then that's okay. All right. So here is the situation. Last week, this huge article came out from Rolling Stone that sent shockwaves through the comedy community. And
millennials across the country.
The millennials across the country were just heartbroken. David, if you could pull up the picture I've shared, we can at least have one visual as we talk about this. Okay, so the woman on the left is Catherine Early McCullough, or Kat, as I'll be calling her throughout this. And she died 5 months ago. In March. She was the most recent ex of Reggie Watts, who is a comedian and musician. We'll introduce him more formally later. So in March, Kat traveled secretly to Peru, told nobody she was going, except for one man, not Reggie. And she took her own life. And now, in present day, Rolling Stone comes out with this article that has tons of people involved in it. They have interviewed dozens of people close to Kat, and essentially blasting Reggie for his potential involvement in her mental health spiraling downward toward her suicide. It has resulted in him being removed from a bunch of festivals and other things. So there's a lot to cover, and I'm just going to start from the beginning. So this article, 9 of Kat's closest friends and her sister were interviewed and involved in this article, as well as 5 of Reggie's former partners. So they got a lot of people on record to talk about this. And it seems like this has been in the works pretty soon after Kat died, because the writer talks about being at the celebration of life for Kat, which notably Reggie did not attend. They had only been broken up for like 5 months. I think 5 months.
And what was that?
What?
That he didn't attend?
Her celebration of life.
Okay.
Like her funeral kind of thing.
Okay.
So the 5 of Reggie's former partners said that they recognize elements of their own experience in how Kat's friends described her relationship with Reggie. So it's not just about Kat. There is a pattern. There appears to be, according to this article, according to the women who were interviewed, there appears to be a pattern of behavior coming from Reggie that might have influenced her or impacted her mental health. And that piece is drugs. There's a lot to get to. So what the article specifically alleges is that in the time before her death, Kat developed an addiction to ketamine. Her friends say that this is something that at one time was unimaginable for her to become addicted to any kind of drug, and that they believe that Reggie Watts is, at least in part, responsible for her addiction and her suicide. Now, Harley, I know you have experience with
No, I did. Like I said, I have friends and stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
But this was, I was reading about this and it was daily, or people do it daily. I don't know a single person that does it, every weekend even.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even every month. I don't know people that do it like that. And
seems like
it's serious. Like it makes you almost wasted drunk. You are mumbling and bumbling goofball.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you have some creative epiphanies or something, but the extent when you're doing it that much, you build up a tolerance apparently. Mm-hmm. And I know people always are like, oh yeah, this drug is supposed to cure depression. Like it's a miracle drug, but there's no such thing as a miracle drug.
Mm-hmm.
And if you did that you'd have to discuss with a professional. You can't have the bacon guy dose you at Shambhala and think that it would be a responsible means of doing anything like,
Mm-hmm.
But this is this was apparently a problem, and it's a drug. It's super serious.
Yeah.
You have to be super safe. Or just don't do it.
Yeah. It does seem like there seems to be positive research about it working in a therapeutic setting, but it also does kill people. And there is a point, which we probably can't watch, but I'll just say then, Reggie was being interviewed by Rainn Wilson from The Office. And Rainn was talking about the fact that his friend, Matthew Perry, died from ketamine. And Reggie said he didn't die from ketamine. He had a heart condition. No one has ever died from ketamine. And that's not true at all. There are at least dozens of people who have died from it. There was a research report that I read. So
it just it does major damage. Does major damage to internal organs at a certain point, from what I understand.
Yes.
You say you do, kill yourself. I thought he did. I thought he took ketamine a crazy amount and went into a hot tub and passed out in there. Mm-hmm. That's like being drunk and driving into a tree and then being like, wasn't the alcohol, is the speed of the car. You know what I mean? It's
exactly. Of course it played a role.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, it's interesting that he would just trying to cope for it. I guess he loves it.
Right. And it's interesting how how open his patterns are and his behavior is, because we see it there. We see him defending it on Rainn Wilson's show. He came on H3 2 years ago in September, and I have tons of videos from that, clips from that, of him just talking nonstop about different drugs, illicit drugs. He talked about microdosing Cialis, the boner pill. He talked about kava and kratom and giving James Corden an edible the moment he met him, that he's done meth, that he, talked at length about MDMA, and then also gave Ethan a modafinil pill and was just calling it a Daffy.
What is a Daffy?
It's apparently a pill that keeps you alert, and fighter pilots use it. But the offhanded way he talks about these drugs, prescription or otherwise, when I watched it as a fan, it was like, maybe I'm just a fucking square. But I don't like the way he moved drugs. Like, this is kind of boring. Yeah. It's kind of boring to hear someone.
I totally understand that. Even like having had experiences doing ketamine and having interesting experiences, hearing someone's experience 99% of the time is like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like when people are like, I often compare it to alcohol. Because there's just I don't drink. I'll have a shot in celebration of something, but I never go out and just get wasted. It's been since early days of Epic Mealtime.
Yeah.
But I always think of that as going out and getting wasted as a means of measurement for people.
Right.
And going out and getting wasted, when someone tells you about that, you're like, oh, brother. I don't want to hear this.
Yeah, how old are we?
We make a video at Shambhala getting absolutely blasted, but that's art because it happened to be very hilarious.
But
I do want to say that it is. There's a difference there. Even when we were there in person, there's a lot of care, and that place is very serious on their harm reduction and just having. It's a very rare environment. It's not like the drugs are secret. People are looking out for you, and it is something, and it's really like a one-off bespoke special thing. Me and AB were at the gathering. I took a shot with a fan, stuff like that. We were blasting off on Monster Energy, convincing yourself that you're dosing yourself or you're medicating yourself, and it's something that you think you figured out.
Exactly.
You never did. Every drug is very serious, and it's just, I know, hot off the heels of doing essentially a funny video where drugs are a part of it. I want to say personally, I never take it lightly in in the sense like this right here. It seemed like cope to even fight Rainn Wilson about his buddy dying. It's like, he's like, whoa, don't.
About his friend.
Don't insult my ketamine right now just because your buddy over,
Right.
Seems, yeah.
Are you being paid by Big Ketamine? He's so invested in.
Did you just give me my new DJ name?
Big Ket. I love it. I love that.
You know what I thought would be a side note fire DJ name?
What?
Big Jewish man. DJ.
I love that. I love that.
Big Jewish DJ.
That's so good.
I show up to perform or do a set, and they're like, "Oh, you must be the guy."
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, that's definitely him." They're looking around. They're like, "The DJ is supposed to be." Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, but he considers himself a psychonaut, which is psychedelic astronaut, exploring the cosmos through drugs.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying. He really
if
thinks
David
that
could
there's
speak right now, he'd be pissed at that. He'd hate that.
It feels like he has a. Thank you, David. That there's a morality around it, or there's a. Yeah, he thinks that there's this value to drugs that is transcending just normal consciousness, right? to the point that he says he uses it basically like as medicine. And so, yeah, he was on the show talking about it a lot. And he's always been this way. Like in the article, they talk about the fact that if you stay out late enough in LA, it's like a running joke that Reggie Watts will appear. He is always out late. He's always doing drugs at different parties. To me, he has a drug problem. Like he seems to be addicted to drugs, and he is using like this idea of exploring your consciousness to sort of cope for that.
Yeah. And like referencing the fact that, studies have been done to show promise in a way. Mm-hmm. And, and then being out there, and I could understand being excited about it. But then like there's a limit going out there and like, having a conversation with a friend, but then getting to a place where you're preaching it or putting it on people or being
yes.
Let me help you. Let me help you do it,
Exactly. Yeah, it's like he's really desperate to legitimize his drug use and that it makes him somehow more intelligent, more evolved than other people. And I think that is what Kat seemed to hook onto with him. So apparently before her death, in the months before she took her own life, her friends said that she had become gaunt. The sparkle in her eyes had dulled and her smile seemed forced. She had been going to law school. She went to Cornell, finished at UCLA, but then she could barely like keep her thoughts together toward the end of her life and would spiral and ruminate and just couldn't really get her mind back together. And so what her sister said is that I feel strongly that the sister I knew before this relationship with Reggie would still be here if she had never met him. That he had that much of an impact on this. So here's how it all started. Kat moved to LA in 2016. She left, like I said, to go to Cornell, pursue a law degree. She comes back. She goes to UCLA to finish. 2023, she meets Reggie at a party. And that night, she texts a friend and says, and sends them a picture of herself and says, that photo was taken by Reggie Watts, whose ketamine I was high on. What a life. So he is just giving ketamine to a random woman he just met. And that appears to be his MO, right? They bumped into each other. They didn't really talk much after that. They bumped into each other later that year, again at a party. At the time, Kat was 33 and he was 51 years old. So he is not just like a drug guy at parties. He is an old drug guy at parties.
Oh, no.
Like he's an old dude doing this shit. It just feels very weird. It feels very, very strange to me. So who exactly is Reggie? We talked about how he's been on the show. He is an improvisational musician and comedian. He composed for Key and Peele. He was on the TV talk show version of Comedy Bang Bang, and their podcast used a theme that he composed for them. He was also, I guess, most notably the band leader for James Corden's late night show between 2015 and 2023. So as Kat met Reggie, his career with James Corden was ending. And I do think that plays a role because he ends up doing a lot of shit that I consider very controlling. And I think because it seems like he was losing control in other situations. So he mutual friends. So most of the people in this article want to be anonymous. It's one mutual friend of Reggie's Kat's him as an all-day, everyday ketamine and marijuana user. So he wasn't just doing the Shambhala generational blast off. He was using ketamine all day. He's been in a Netflix documentary about psychedelic drug use. He also has a general philosophy on drugs. And he says that, all of my circles of people I know are fueled by ketamine. Like he wants to only really interact with other people who are doing the same drugs that he is. And when anyone talks to him about drugs or the chemicals that are going into your body, like Rainn Wilson, I wish I could show you the clip, but Rainn Wilson, before the Matt Perry part, he was like, or Reggie was like, it's like drinking a cup of coffee, or it's like running on a treadmill. The endorphins are chemicals. And Rainn Wilson was like, yeah, but you're not putting the chemicals into your body. They're being created naturally. Like that's a different thing. And he just like totally shrugs that off. He also believes that psychedelics created human consciousness. And that's where I'm like, he's really just trying so hard to legitimize his weird path that he's now saying that psychedelic drugs are why humans' brains are the way they are, which it makes no fucking sense. No sense at all.
Well,
okay.
That's the type of thing. No, that's just the type of thing that you find interesting if you do take a psychedelic drug and you have your brain just works in a really different way, and you'd be like, oh, I see the fabric of space and time now, and I understand everything. Happened to me once. I was like surfing the waves of time and space. I'm like, I see and I understand everything.
Yeah.
And then I all came back to me in that moment, and I was like, take my picture. And it was the Shambhala picture. And I couldn't even walk. My buddy's carrying it, and I'm like, oh.
They don't actually see
right. And then
the universe.
when that disappears later, you can. I've gone to like subreddits where I'm just reading insane quackery on the level of something like you're like like psychedelics brought human consciousness. You're like, oh yeah, like. Let me read this while I take a shit.
Well, yeah, it's like confirmation bias. Like, see, I should be doing this.
It's an interesting thing to read about, but to go out and this is a problem that's repeating with him from when I was reading about this is he kept going out and doing, and you've seen these guys probably when you were younger and you went to parties, an older guy that's just like, I've literally taken acid 1,000 times. I know the perfect amount for you to take right now.
It's literally what he said to Kat.
Exactly. And it's like, there's people like, out there that were older dudes at parties getting someone drunk or something. Like you always just knew someone like that. But it doesn't matter how many times you take a drug, you give someone something like acid, their brain could change forever. You can't dose someone something like that. And that's right. Like a serious drug that people might really love or enjoy or something like that, but people could do it and completely change everything. A switch could go off.
Yeah. And that seems,
and he put himself out there, like kind of like made people safe. Like he was like a know-it-all about it. Like
he was like a shaman. He was like a shaman. That's to me, the most dangerous part is not that he was doing these drugs and offering them. He was like evangelizing it to people.
He was like, this is how we started thinking, and it cures depression.
Yeah, exactly.
And this one right here, this one gets you fucking bricked up.
And on top of that, he's telling people to stop taking their prescription medications. Like it feels like cult leader to me, the way that he talks about drugs and medicine and all of this, and how he uses that.
He's talented musician, but he was no 30 Seconds to Mars, so he's not getting a cult. You have to do a lot more work than that,
right? He went on Joe Rogan and was talking about how he pushed one of his nervous friends, also a woman, to let him dose her. He's like, and he said the exact same thing of like, just trust me, I can do it. But then it turns out he's not good at dosing, according to 4 different sources that spoke with Rolling Stone. Someone said, it's pretty commonly known in our shared circles that Watts gives people way too much. and is not super responsible.
Just doing it with someone who doesn't do it, or be like, oh, you never did this drug? Oh, you got to try this drug. I wouldn't even do that with potato chips.
It's so
someone's
strange.
like, I've never had potato chips. Like, you never had it? I'm like, dude, don't even bother now. Forget it. You got past it. Don't even worry about it.
Like, are we doing peer pressure? Like, he's peer pressuring these people.
That's very bizarre.
And acting like kind of arrogant about it, right? Like,
bizarre isn't encapsulating what it is.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just more elevated than you. Like, get on my level, and this fixes all of your problems. And another friend said it was incredibly reckless, and that he's not super responsible with how he introduces people to it or how he administers it. And then one friend of Kat says that Reggie grilled her at a party when she declined his offer of ketamine. So he's apparently, according to these people, pushing the drugs on people. He doesn't want to be around people who are not on ketamine. This is very, very weird, aggressive, strange behavior. It's very, very weird. So Kat and Reggie start dating 2023. Clearly, she immediately starts taking ketamine with him. They didn't actually make it official till 2024 because another fun thing about Reggie is that he doesn't like monogamy. And so he wanted to keep it like an open relationship. She didn't want to. And so she eventually was able to talk him into it. And then she immediately moved into his house. They had only been together a few months. She moved in and started traveling with him. Now, this is a woman who got almost a perfect score on the LSAT, who was primed to be an attorney of whatever kind she wanted. She could do whatever she wanted, right? So she starts traveling with him and gives up completely on being a lawyer. Just completely gives up and gives all of her financial power to Reggie. Reggie said to one of her friends that they were spiritually married and he would take care of her forever. When this friend was like, wait, why aren't you going and like doing the lawyer thing? He said that she doesn't need to worry about money ever again. Meanwhile, not worrying about money ever again meant becoming his unpaid assistant. Mm-hmm. So instead of becoming a lawyer and making her own money, she stopped making money altogether, followed him on tour, was his assistant, and ran all of his social media, his merch booths, everything for free. So now we have financial abuse, right? This isn't just the drug thing. This is also financial abuse. And during this time, her own drug use increased exponentially. One friend made a list of everything that she had tried with him. LSD, MDMA, DMT, MMCs. I don't know what MMCs are. Do you?
No.
Let's look it up. MMC drug. Mephedrone, synthetic cathinones, chemically related to the natural stimulant.
I know what that is. It's like a baby Molly almost.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I see Meow Meow. I've heard of that before. Designer drug, sometimes referred to as new Molly. Okay, so she tried.
Wow, what did I say? Mini Molly?
Yeah, I think you said the same thing.
It said new Molly. I said mini Molly. Mine was better. But that's funny that it did that.
That's cute. Yeah. MMCs, cocaine, Ritalin, Adderall, ketamine, Xanax, Valium, and modafinil. Daffies.
What do you? Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, you want to be super alert when you're fucked up.
Yeah, man.
You want to be super alert when you're looking at the back of your own skull.
Exactly. You want to make sure you take all of it in. So now, again, this is somebody who I think she did do drugs to some degree. Like she partied, but this was a shocking increase to her
This
sister
is a person
and
you
friends.
care about them. You're like, we should chill.
Yeah.
We should scale this back. Scale this back, because you would see her going through it, you know?
Right. And he did. I mean, he saw it and he fucking ignored it. And we will get to that. So he, like I said, he says that he connects best with people on his same plane. So he wanted her high all the time like him. And friends say that he was constantly pushing her boundaries, pushing her not just to take new things, but to take more of the drugs, take higher doses than she was comfortable with. And Watts believed that there should be no difference in their dosages, that they should be taking the same amount of drugs, even though they had different. Exactly. He's a big guy. His tolerance level is clearly through the roof.
So that's just weird. That's like he wants to be more conscious than them.
100%.
How honestly, like I you know me, I always think the worst.
Yeah.
But my thought process is like, is he even getting fucked up with them? Or does he like getting people? And remember, everything we're talking about is based on allegations made in the Rolling Stone. He's denying all this.
100%. Yes. And
so
we
I
have
just want
statements.
to point that out.
Yes.
But I do want to say in situations like this, sometimes that person doesn't even get fucked up. And it's a thing to just get the other people around malleable and you know.
What was that guy's name? Ed? Was it Ed Buck? There was this gay, like very rich guy. I think it was in LA, and he would, I don't even know if he would hire sex workers, like male sex workers, come to have them come to his house, and he would shoot them up with drugs. I don't know if he was doing drugs, and I think at least 2 of them died. So yeah, it is definitely a weird thing to dose other people and remain more in control than they are. Like, why did you need her to take as much as you?
Exactly.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. So yeah, he was pushing her to take new things, to take more. And it was actually something that Kat repeatedly talked to her friends about, confiding in at least 2 friends that she believed Watts was giving her more than she could handle. So this was an issue. This was an issue. He even, according to friends, brought Kat, who was his girlfriend. I saw people questioning if they were romantically involved. They were dating. He said they were spiritually married. And they were living together. Apparently, Watts brought her to a practitioner for an intramuscular ketamine injection. So this was not her doctor. This was not something that was prescribed to her. But he knew somebody who would shoot her give her a shot of ketamine. In
Los Angeles?
Seems like it. I'm not sure where. And so I looked up what this would do. And it said it works faster that way. And is usually shot into the upper arm or thigh. And it treats severe depression and provides anesthesia.
Well, if you have a real doctor, but we don't know, it was a real doctor, I think, that gave ketamine to Matthew Perry, I believe.
And a lot of them are in prison now.
Yeah, to Michael Jackson. Like these are real. So it doesn't mean anything, even when it is a doctor. Just she didn't really want to do it. No. What's it doing for her that's so good?
Right.
What's so good is you just have someone, sounds like you just have someone drugged up with you all the time.
Yes.
Then you just keep them drugged up.
Yes. They just keep them fun, no problems, fucked up. Like you don't have to deal with anything. Because you're going to see, as soon as it gets not fun, Reggie bails. He wants to be in control of the situation, in my opinion, and in the opinion of this article. So one of the friends said, Reggie thought Kat had all these flaws and he acted as if he were her teacher. And through this medicine, he's going to guide her and through these experiences and toward being a more conscious, open-hearted person. So he was selling it to her through insulting her, right? And kind of like, it seems like there was some manipulation going on, like emotional manipulation of, you need this to fix what's wrong with you. You need these drugs to free you, to make you less insecure, make you less, whatever problems it was that Reggie was telling her she had. He was selling her the cure, and the cure was more and more drugs. And the drugs almost killed her. And I want to stop here and say that Kat was a 30-plus-year-old woman. She had agency at some point, right? I don't want to act like, or I don't want to make it seem like we're saying that this was all Reggie's fault. He's responsible for all of it. Of course, she had a say, right? But when you get into a manipulative relationship and one where you are out of it a lot of the time, it can be easy to be manipulated. It can be easy to say yes to things because you want to make the other person happy. You don't want to start a fight. You don't want them to leave you. And so it feels like you're making the choice, the choice for you independently, but you're not. It's coerced. It's coerced. It's all coercion. So apparently at one point, Kat nearly died from amyl nitrate, which is a chemical inhalant. This is another thing she tried. Have you heard of this?
No.
Jesus Christ. What is he doing? Amyl nitrate. A fast-acting prescription inhalant that widens blood vessels to treat sudden heart pain. Why does he have this drug?
What's the recreational benefit?
Let's see. People sometimes use street versions known as, it's poppers.
Oh.
To get a brief head rush, feel euphoric, or relax muscles during sex.
So I do know amyl nitrate. In fact, I'm very familiar with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you doing poppers for? You don't need to stretch your little booty out.
You get gaped out?
You're not getting gaped for sex.
You just get gaped. Do you know how many times we do after dark and I'm wearing a jock and gapes?
Shut up.
Literally, you just do it. It's like a secret. I'm
Everyone's
sitting
poppers.
here wearing a jock, gaped on poppers, and David has no idea.
Yeah, just naked, just jocked from the waist down. David, we miss you. Say something, David.
Don't.
Maybe it'll work.
Hi.
Are people still at the studio? Maybe because there's fewer people there. It feels like it's going better than it was before. I don't know.
Dan actually tried to fix it, and it seems like it's better now.
It does.
For the most part.
It does, and I can actually hear you.
Oh, can I talk now?
Yay.
I don't have to use a fucking whiteboard anymore. Let's fucking go.
All right. What do you have to say so far about Reggie?
Poppers.
And poppers.
About Harley gaped.
Yeah.
No, it's really fucked up. Like some other people in chat pointed out, but it's like similar. Like his story is similar to like Andy Dick's, where like everyone has a story just like running into him somewhere and he's high at a party.
Right.
Fucking
That's
crazy.
What it definitely seems like.
Also, I had
He's
no
another,
idea
like,
he's like
character.
60.
I know.
I had no
Crazy.
idea either. I also feel like Andy Dick didn't share drugs like Reggie did.
No,
I don't think so.
Andy
well,
didn't share
no,
anything.
he did. He did because he gave drugs to Phil Hartman's wife before Phil Hartman's wife killed him.
Right.
And then
got her on cocaine again.
Yeah, and John Belushi like beat his ass for it. I think it was John Belushi or John Lovitz. One of the Johns beat him up for it. So yeah, that was a thing. But yeah, so okay. So yeah, she nearly died from doing poppers apparently. She also, and that was within the first 6 months of their relationship, she almost died. And then she K-holed extremely hard many times and once severely overdosed on MDMA. So it seems like she had given her agency about how much drugs and what drugs to take over to Reggie. She was entrusting him with her dosage.
Well, he was just putting it on her.
Yes. But it feels like she's making the choice, right? That she wants to reach nirvana through fucking LSD or whatever, right? And according to Kat herself, Reggie had given her too much and she could feel her heart stopping at one point. And this was for the MDMA, I believe. And Watts had to give her a bump of cocaine just to push adrenaline back into her system. No, that must have been the poppers that started with. I think that's when she almost died. And then he gave her a bump of cocaine to push her more adrenaline back into her system. With peace and love, how has he not killed anybody else accidentally with an overdose?
Do you know people do that, by the way?
What?
They use cocaine as like a get out of jail card.
Like as like the crash cart in the hospital?
It's just like if and it's not true at all, but the belief like that you're drunk or tripping on mushrooms or whatever it is, like if you do coke, you're now on coke.
It just like erases the other two?
It erases anything else.
Yeah.
So you can be like, and they're like, give him a bump, give him a... And you're like, this place sucks, dude. You got a cigarette?
Well, apparently it also works when you're dying, when your heart is slowing down, which is so fucking scary.
It sounds all bogus, like in terms of how it's all approached, the way it's put on people, putting it on her.
Yes.
He's with her and giving it to her daily. And then the money thing, I just don't know if I could really believe that he was really doing it as much. Like he probably had. I just imagine that if she's doing as much as he is, he's probably managing it way better. So it still goes back.
Yeah,
it still goes back to the same thing of like at that point, why not just she does a bit more than you, and you do a bit less. Yep. You have to work right now because you're the breadwinner, and she doesn't have to work, so she could keep doing it. So that after, when you start to do it, like she's already doing, it's all weird. It's fucked up, actually.
It's very weird. Yeah, it's all weird. And hearing that bit of like the fact that she was potentially really dying, and his idea was not to call the hospital, but to give her a bump of coke. I'm just like, are there bodies? Are there bodies on this guy's hand? Like, unintentional potentially, but like who has OD'd around him? Like it feels like he's done this before, and it's really, really fucking weird. All right. So another friend saw Kat snort a line of cocaine at a party and then immediately throw up. And when that happened, Reggie didn't even move a muscle, this person says. Instead, Reggie basically scolded Kat and saying that she hadn't had enough water that day. It to me feels like she's just rotting from the inside from all these different drugs, and he just doesn't give a fuck. That's what it feels like. And in the spring of 2025, Kat confided in a friend saying, I think I have an addiction problem. And she wanted to talk to Reggie about it, but was very nervous. She said, I've got to prepare for it because he's not going to like it.
Like prepare for it because she knows it's like going to be a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'd be on some like, you didn't read the literature I sent you?
Yeah. And or so like, no,
you want to have an educated conversation about it now, and you didn't read the literature I sent you.
Exactly. Did you even look at that website?
And then it's like you're already dealing with drugs and not having your brain together on it.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how many times you had the thought, or they could have had the thought and didn't have the energy to bring it up or want to ruin a weekend or who knows what. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like how long was she feeling this way?
And if you really care about someone, they say something like that. They just need to say that. You would just any person who really cares for you, just be like, I have a problem.
Yes.
You don't need to think or prepare.
Right.
And this just sounds like she knows. So I don't know. Sounds like it's super controlling. Everything has to be. Nothing's a discussion. It's a pitch. You have to like pitch.
Yes, and there's like this weird dynamic, like someone said in the article, like he's her teacher, and like she doesn't know anything, and so he's just gonna like condescend to her and talk her out of it, and it appears he may have, because soon after she backtracked and said she didn't have a problem after talking to Reggie. So like I said, it's so much more than drugs, and we've already seen like a little bit of the financial side. He, throughout their relationship, according again to this article, he avoided paying her for work as a producer for his content, saying that he couldn't afford it. He also kept her away from friends he didn't approve of. And someone actually remembered Reggie like moving her physically from one room to another to be away from certain friends.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like in their own house?
No, like I think it was at a party. He like walked her to another room, like hands on her, moved her. And I imagine
it was like someone who was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, probably.
You've been like this every time I've seen you.
Yes, exactly. I'm sure the people he didn't want her hanging out with were the ones who were asking questions. Again, obviously, this is all my opinion, right? Based on this huge, well-researched article. Okay, and then this is sort of when everything really rolls downhill, if it wasn't already bad enough. Kat's dad gets sick, and so she goes home to South Carolina to be by his side as he's dying. And Reggie, her live-in boyfriend, her spiritual husband, doesn't go with her, doesn't support her, says that he doesn't do grief. I mean, if that shows that you are just completely disconnected,
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
It's not even appropriate.
What?
Nah.
What?
Because you said spirit husband. Is that the bullshit he told her?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but imagine, be like, "You're not coming with me. You're my spirit husband," and just him being like, "Hey, I'll be there in spirit."
Oh my God. Yeah. That's probably what he said. But he also was just like, "Nah, I don't do grief." So like when I hit that part of the article, I was like, what has this man pushed down in himself? If he's just like constantly on drugs, doesn't access emotions like grief, what darkness is in there?
Really? Like, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this is just a guy who's like gets so fucked up and has managed to just coast, and he has talent, and he was successful enough that he just doesn't have a clue what, maybe he's fucked up to an extent, it sounds like, but he's still, not, doesn't have to deal with anything.
Yeah.
And just has the ability to just be like, "Nah, I'm not going to do that. Nah, I need my money for my antics, and my stuff is all for me, and everything is set up for me, and you serve the purpose when you're here, and now you don't. I'm not going to come. I'm not going to do that."
Yeah.
I'm like, that just does not sound fun to me.
Exactly.
And it just says everything about, it's already said so much about what the relationship was, but this is like anyone at this point is like, you got to would tell her, you got to get away from this guy. But
yes,
then we get to the point where this guy's a big deal. Right? He's a famous person, and it's in a town where famous people get away with shit all the time. So,
he's made a very comfortable place for himself.
No one wants to get on his bad side to be concerned about his girlfriend thingy. Is they're like, "Oh, he'll figure it's not my place," or who knows what,
Yeah, but like every human loses people they love. And so to say, I don't do grief. I mean, I guess because, he's probably a narcissist, right? And
yeah, not someone else's grief.
Yeah. And he's just like wound up in his own shit. So he like has the privilege to not, but I don't know why I was surprised by that. He clearly, in my opinion, does not give a fuck about anybody else.
Well, I also just always imagined him to be a big, nice, chill, smiley guy.
That always.
But it's just so twisted looking now. Yeah, it's so twisted looking now because it's like, I guess you're just, just getting fucked up. And when it really comes down to it, you're not.
You're not a cool, chill guy.
Yeah, a person that I would imagine would be like, oh, of course I'll be there for you. Being like, nah, that's your sadness doesn't sound fun to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's so fucking weird. Yeah. I never got a good vibe from him, but now it like reading this, it kind of like slid into place of like how all of that is just this weird persona, right? Of like, I'm a psychonaut. Oh, drugs are science, and that's why we're all here and why we have consciousness, and then to do all of that and not give a shit about the actual people in your life is just so fucking gross. So gross. Apparently Kat told Reggie that she needed his support as her fucking dad was dying, and he said, I've thought about that a lot, and I just need to protect myself right now. The most fucking manipulative
such
shit.
Ugly language to deploy.
The using therapy speak.
Yeah.
I need to protect myself from your grief. This man is fucking gross. Apparently he did end up going to the funeral. What a good guy. Shout out Reggie. All right, so that's early 2025. Her father does pass away, obviously.
Why did he go?
I don't know. Probably because he felt guilty. But would he feel guilty? I don't know if he has that
I just feel like
ability.
A person, there's someone maybe in his life that he actually listens to. That was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I hope so.
She's in such a bad place. You literally have to.
I hope that happened. I mean,
yeah.
It seems like he's curated a life where there aren't people like that. And maybe it was more about the image.
How would he look to people? He realized that it'll look bad to people. Yeah.
He probably didn't want to go because he'd have to fly without his fucking drugs. Like, let's be real. All right. So that summer, so a few months later after her dad died, she's obviously grieving, right? She's grieving hard, and she ends up taking a new drug with Reggie. Now, in my mind, this is because Reggie is fucking annoyed with her and her grief, and he wants to shake her out of it. And she, because of the dynamic they've set up, wants to please him. She doesn't want to be a burden on him. She's thinking more about how her grief is impacting him than she is about dealing with it.
She's also used to getting high as well now at this point.
Yes, she is absolutely addicted at this point. So together, they take Bufo. Are you familiar with Bufo?
No.
It's apparently an intense ego death psychedelic. What does ego death psychedelic mean?
It's just, I thought it was every super psychedelic drug. You get to that place where you're nothing. You're like, you're not anything.
Okay.
But
that's fucking scary.
That's not, I don't think that's exclusive. Like mushrooms, you could have that with mushrooms or ketamine or acid or,
So they take this drug. It's apparently derived from the venom of the Sonoran desert toad. That seems very specific. Let me look it up. Bufo drug.
Did you see Chair Company?
Chair Company?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, it was Tim Robinson show. Yeah, it was, and he licked the toad, right?
Oh yeah, so this is like a toad licking situation. Let's see. Produces an overwhelming sense of ego death, profound mystical states, and intense non-visual or brightly geometric experiences. Short-lived, typically peaking and resolving completely within 15 to 30 minutes. Well, I like that about it.
I hate that.
I like the fact that it would be short because
I've seen videos of that. People like they take it and then they're like, someone has to hold them and they're on the ground like for like 15 minutes or something, and then they come to and they're like, I was the wall and I know everything.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
From that drug specifically or other drugs like it?
Just I've seen. I don't know if I think it was like DMT.
Okay.
But it's like a fat. You need a Sherpa, and you like people puke and stuff,
like ayahuasca kind of thing.
Yeah, and you puke and
yeah. So they take this drug together when she is already in a very fragile state. Right? She's grieving. She's clearly addicted to drugs. By this point, she's like lost tons of weight. Her friends like don't recognize her, and she's starting to get like weird mentally. At first, she said it was like a wonderful break from her grief, and she felt reborn. But that all took a pretty hard left turn once she wasn't technically high anymore. She started experiencing intense nightmares, deep anxiety, and panic attacks for weeks after they took it. For weeks. And Reggie's lawyers want people to know that according to him, she initiated taking this drug, which I don't think fucking matters.
No.
At this point, because of the
shows how it's just another, even if we gave him all the grace in the world here and said, yes, so she told you she wanted to do it. You've seen her, you care about her. She's been doing drugs with you nonstop, and she's obviously in an extremely vulnerable state. Mm-hmm. Like, what are you doing? How is this important for you guys to do? It just shows.
And you're
how brainwashed she was. Yeah,
exactly. That's
she's deferring to you here.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
I was like, either he's lying and he pushed it on her, he coerced her into thinking it was her idea, or she wanted to please him and she knew how, which was to do some new cool drug that would make her less of a fucking bummer. And all of that is his fault. Like, all of that to me is his fault for being like this manipulative, weird drug pusher to her for so long. So this is like the beginning of the end. This is like the beginning of her mental collapse, was doing this drug. And I think that's why his lawyers had a statement about it. Because after this, at the end of the summer, they go on an international trip together. I'm not sure why. I mean, I think it might have just been like drug tourism, but I'm not entirely sure. So they're traveling in Europe, and Kat has her first ever in her life manic episode. Obviously related to the fucking drug abuse. She's posting unusual stuff on social media that's concerning her friends, sending them weird text messages, and she creates a 24-page Google Doc titled A Working, Complete, Unified Theory of Infinite Eternal Love. At the point where she is like at the peak mania, they're in Berlin, and she goes to the hospital and she gets prescribed an antipsychotic medication. This is not because of Reggie. Reggie does not take her. Her friend visits because she's concerned, or they're concerned, and push Reggie to do something. So Reggie's just traveling with her. She's just fucking manicking out all over Europe, scaring her friends. Her friends visit and finally get her to the hospital, where they prescribe her an antipsychotic. I don't know if that was the right step, but they just give her the drugs and let her go. And then she needs to fly back home to get real help. And Reggie tries to put her on the fucking plane by herself for a 14-hour flight back to LA.
What's he even doing there? I
think drugs. Maybe he has shows. I don't know.
Maybe he has shows, and just also think about the assault on, the boundaries that he created earlier on, mm-hmm. that he wants to be with other people. Mm-hmm. And if he is on tour, going to shows, like just doing what he wants.
Yes.
And she's aware of it. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know the deal. And it's just an ongoing assault.
And just adding that mm-hmm. layer to it, right? And now she's going to be away from him. What's he going to be doing without her? He's just created all this instability for her. And then her friends had to talk Reggie into traveling with her. And she was at the point when they got to LA, and I don't know if this was from the antipsychotics or a mix of things, she could barely walk and soiled herself when she got off the plane. And her friends were able to get her hospitalized, and he went home to catch up on sleep. And instead of being concerned about all of this, he called this an awakening for her and a deeply spiritual moment.
Oh my God.
Like, just completely divorced from reality, but he absolutely knows what he's doing, in my opinion. He knows it's not an awakening. I don't think he actually buys into any of this shit. I think he uses all this to manipulate people.
Just the type of shit he's been saying. It's like his whole personality, probably.
Yes, 100%. Like, this is the mask that he shows everybody. At some point, after being hospitalized, Kat is diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Again, I don't know if that's even accurate, because she's on and coming off of all kinds of different drugs. Like, how could you even diagnose her? And she doesn't stay at the hospital very long.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Doing these cocktails of drugs, crazy amounts, for anyone out there, it could be the switch that does that. Yes. And then that's just a fact of the matter. You could have been getting there you could have been that already.
It's true. It could be
there
dormant.
Is a lot of obviously mental health here stuff as well that, I wouldn't discount. And so it's part of it, but like, once again, you're with someone you care about someone, you're paying for them. They don't work. You're like, they're literally dependent on you,
fully dependent in every sense.
You just keep them fucked up. You're never trying to fight being there for them.
It's like you want the control, but you don't want the responsibility of actually
very fucked up.
Being responsible for
the dynamic of it
life.
Is very fucked up. And then so her being sick now, finding out she's sick, I'm sure he just pieces. This is where he leaves.
Yes. 2 months later, he dumps her. So, but before that happens, Kat is very, very scared about what has happened to her, and she's worried she won't be able to get her mind back. The person who wrote this article had access to her notes app, and she was putting some sort of a document together in her notes with a bunch of sources referencing the long-term effects of heavy ketamine use. She was really, really worried about what the effect was going to be on her. And I wish I could show you. I have the interview, but I'll just read it. So this was all in her. Okay. I'm sharing it.
Looks good.
I'm sharing it. This is from the article. Okay. So in the notes doc, this is the same place where she's putting the articles, right? This is so sad because she's clearly trying to piece together what is wrong with her because she's not being supported by her actual partner. She says, reasons I am worried about the manic episode. My partner is not totally supportive of me, resting or abstaining from drugs. I feel his judgment / resistance when I abstain or barely partake or want to do more research before partaking because it confronts
That's insane.
him. Right.
Let alone like a partner that has created an ecosystem where you're fully dependent on them. Even just buddies of a long time. It'd be like, yo, that's fucked up.
Right.
Like, even if it's your number one party buddy, that's fucked up.
That's so fucked up. And she says it confronts him with a message about his own drug use that he is not ready to receive yet. So she had fucking clocked his tea. She knew he had a problem. And that's probably why he wanted to keep her fucked up. So she wouldn't talk to him about it. There are absolutely things I can do to improve this by asserting stronger boundaries, but I also need his support and understanding. And apparently Reggie, through his lawyers, did not offer any response when asked if he was, for taking breaks from drug use. So that's the stuff that she was working on mentally. She was, again, trying to get up the nerve to ask for basic decency from this guy. And then, like I said, 8 weeks later, he dumps her. And according to one of their mutual friends, Kat felt Reggie could not get rid of her fast enough. He wanted absolutely nothing to do with her the moment she stopped being fun and easygoing and a good vibe to be around, which we fucking knew. We called that. Mm-hmm. He told Kat, he apparently, according to this friend, told Kat that he couldn't be her caretaker. I'm your spiritual husband. You'll never have to work.
He was. Yeah, he literally was.
You'll never have to worry about anything. I'm taking care of her, but I can't be your caretaker. And also, I'm not paying you. So in that instant of just being dumped, she loses everything. She's already in an unstable state. And now she's lost her home because they had moved in together so early, right?
She's not with her family. She left them. She went there for...
They're in South
her
Carolina.
Dad was gone, yeah.
Mm-hmm. She actually had to keep living in his house for a while. She loses her financial stability because he's not paying for her and not paying her for her work. Apparently Reggie had assured her that, he was going to take care of all this. And then that was gone. And also she relied on him as this spiritual advisor, it seems like, and had helped to isolate her from her other friends. So now she's also losing this support system, not just her boyfriend, but this bigger figure in her life. And what she was left with was a raging ketamine addiction and a new diagnosis that she was trying to grapple with. And she was apparently taking ketamine constantly just to get through the day. And one of her friends said, I'll use her own words here. Kat regretted how cavalier she was about drug use, but she really trusted the people that she had been around. So she really trusted that certain people were not going to harm her. We're not going to steer her wrong. And then they did. So this happened I think they broke up. Let's see. This was in August. I think they broke up in October. So they break up around October, November. And then by March of this year, so what's that, 3 or 4 months after they break up, and she is, alone, she starts visiting an anonymous suicide forum and posting about different ideations she's had. So she's already at that place. And I have one of her posts, and I will share it here. Okay. And so we're about to get into the real the suicide part of things. So if you don't want to listen, you don't have to. All right. So this is one of the things she wrote on the forum. I was in a relationship with a brilliant, handsome, sensitive, romantic, hilarious, insanely talented, and fun partner that ended because I had a drug-induced manic episode 7 months ago. This had never happened to me before in my life. It made him lose his romantic and sexual attraction to me, to see me in that state. Our relationship was dream level romantic, and we loved being together all the time. So this motherfucker, as she is going through a complete psychotic break, he says, yeah, I don't want to fuck you anymore. I'm not attracted to you anymore. What the fuck? Doing really fun and stimulating things literally every day with other incredible artists, sleeping in as late as I wanted, sharing a beautiful home, not worrying about money for the first time in my life, being spoiled with whatever I wanted. His life is absolutely incredible, and sharing it with him was bliss, magic, unbelievable, beyond my wildest dreams. I can't get over the stupid way I lost him, and I can't stand my life compared to what it was with him. Like, so fully blaming herself for having a bad reaction to drugs that he fucking gave her. I also can't stand knowing I will never be remotely close to that happy again, and knowing I will never love someone nearly as much as him because he is so total package and singular. Like, this is the result of an abusive relationship. An abusive relationship.
How long were they together? For a long time, weren't they?
2023 to the end of 2025.
Oh, okay.
It's like 2 years. But this is like very deep brainwashing.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, I will never have anybody ever again. He was perfect. He was flawless. I think about him in memories of our life together, literally in every waking moment, and sometimes in my dreams too. So she was posting all over this and wanting to end her life because she thought that it wasn't going to get any better. So eventually she boarded a flight for Lima, Peru, where I guess it at the time was easier to obtain a euthanasia agent, like a drug that you can, take your own life with. And she briefly texted with Reggie about the afterlife at this time and posted Happy Reggie Week on Instagram to celebrate his upcoming March 23rd birthday. And then she disappeared. And that post isn't there anymore. I went and looked for it. And then she disappeared. A few days later, Kat's sister realized she hadn't heard from her sister in a while. She went to Reggie to be like, can we try to, like, where is she? He said he didn't know, but that he still had access to her iCloud account.
She didn't tell anyone?
Mm-mm. She told one person, a man from Germany, because in her posting on this suicide forum, she said she wanted someone to be with her. And so she found another suicidal person and they took their own lives together. And I think that was the only person she told. So they tracked her down. The sister was able to see that she was in Peru, and she was like, oh, she's probably like just doing some ayahuasca shit, and she'll be back soon. But then eventually they were able to find out through the Peruvian authorities that she was found. Her body was found next to this German guy. And I have the letter that was found with her. I don't know if we should read it, but it's public.
It wasn't part of the article?
It is.
What was it about?
She's apologizing essentially. She says, to everyone this hurts, I am so sorry that my peace came at your expense. I hope you can forgive me. I hope it helps you to know that the way I went was as peaceful as possible. I know it's so selfish and illusory to quit because drugs gave me a mental illness that took away the people and the life I loved. What sucks to me is like she felt like it was permanent and couldn't see past that, or couldn't see like the fact that it might not be. Like her brain was so sick that she couldn't understand that she could come back from how she was feeling,
Mm-hmm.
And it happened so fast. Like she got to this point so fast. Like within 7 months, she was like, nope, I'm done. I'm tired and it hurts and I can't trust that things will get better. I believe that consciousness is an ocean containing everything and that the individual corporeal self is only a wave temporarily rising from it. I've returned to the ocean, but I believe we bring our memories back with us. Because of this, I will never forget or stop loving you. I will say that sounds like some fucking shit she learned from Reggie.
Yeah, she got bombarded with that. She was on drugs all the time. People said she was doing drugs a lot. She was probably I don't know anything, but prone to mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
And an ambush, a constant assault, in the sense that, taking away, making her dependent, taking away her agency, moving forward, keeping her fucked up, encouraging it, enabling it,
and then manipulating their relationship and the sex and all of that.
If it's all true, being protective of who she hangs out with or whatever. And she clearly wrote that she wanted to get out of it. She expressed that because she knew where her brain was going, and this sounds, sounds like someone who did a lot of drugs, and some people are just prone to something switching and changing.
Yeah.
And
it's awful.
She needed help.
She needed a lot of help.
I feel bad for her friends that feel like, I should have just done more.
I know.
How could I have known that this guy was like that? I didn't know this.
You're like, oh, well, he seemed kind of weird, but what am I going to do? Like butt into my friend's relationship and like try to save them. And this is,
and we don't know how maybe it is hard to get in touch with her. I have friends that, I love, and it's hard to communicate with them.
Yeah.
Would be hard in a certain situation.
Yeah.
This is just very fucked up.
Well, and also if she's like always out of it, you can't have a conversation with her. So like that's another means of like isolating her, right, from people who cared about her. It just sucks that she felt like she had to do this on her own. She had to take this into her own hands, and that there was no way to get better, because I would think that there would be,
Of course.
Somehow.
Of course. It's a small snippet of life.
7 months.
This is a small snippet of life. And if she had clarity stepping away from it and getting away from the drugs and being clean, looking back, you'd be like, it's not as good as I thought it was, or I wanted more from life than that. And
100%.
But it sounds like he really created an ecosystem where there is no life outside of him.
Exactly. And that's an extra layer. Yeah, that's like an extra layer of it, because she's not just saying, I have a mental illness that I can't get rid of. She's also saying, I'm never going to be as happy as I was because I'm not with this specific person. So like that is a factor in her suicide, in my opinion. The fact that he had created this dependence on him and then abandoned her, betrayed her in a way, right? Like, so I understand why her friends and her family were interested in participating in this article. I don't know where it started. I don't know what the genesis of this article was, but this kind of shit,
and they're like, people should just know.
Yeah.
Because we're mad. Our friend went through some shit. We know what? Just know what we know. Here.
Please.
We know this. So you know this.
Mm-hmm. And he posted on Instagram when she died. And this is what he said. Catherine, I will miss you so much. I know you were in pain. And while I tried everything I could to reflect the light you brought into this world, the sorrow became too much to overcome. It had been like 6 months, bro. He's talking like she was suicidal the whole time they were together. You changed my life. You opened up my vulnerability and taught me how to receive love from someone so close. We built a life together, went on adventures, and we took chances together. You had a natural radiance that people could feel from so far away, a light you carried despite the difficult path you walked from childhood.
It's like papering. That's like, you've always had.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's always been something there. Right. I've been processing so much. I know you can hear me, and I honor the intentionality of your journey.
Oh my God.
Planned your time in Lima beautifully, the coast, the art, the meals shared with a friend. So he knew all of this.
Dude, he's like, he's like, no, if you want to hang out with me, you all have to be on ketamine. Otherwise, you're going to be fucking stupid. I sound.
Exactly. I mean, this is like romanticizing suicide to like the nth degree.
It comes off in the lens of that the article has laid out here. Mm-hmm. This comes off just like using this moment for himself right now.
Yes.
It's about me. Catherine.
Catherine.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
I will miss you. So I knew, I tried. I knew and I tried, Catherine.
I did the best.
I knew and I tried.
Mm-hmm.
Tried everything.
Yep. I did everything I could, but you were just fucked up from childhood.
Remember before?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Fucking
fucked
hell.
up. Yeah.
So fucked up. And just like you planned it beautifully, like this romantic fucking suicide that didn't need to happen. While it is so difficult for those of us left behind, I understand your need for peace. There is so much of you still around me in the house we shared that you kicked her out of. You were a vital part of my transformation. Oh, I'm so glad she served your transformation.
This is crazy. This is crazy the way this reads.
I am so grateful for everything we shared, and I will hold on to the light you gave me forever.
Oh, and another thing, and sorry to make light of it here, but because it's just so fucked up. But like, first thing you can do for me when you get there.
Yeah, say hello to my mother.
Yep, say hi to my mom.
You never got to meet her, but I know she would have been so happy to see how kind you were to me. You took care of me in a way I know she always wanted for me. Barf. I love you, Catherine. I always will. You are a part of me as you always have been. Now, nowhere in here are we seeing the fact that you fucking dumped her in the middle of drug-induced psychosis. That you didn't want to be her caretaker.
That's what's crazy about it is don't write this when you kicked her out and it happened so fast after that. Don't write this.
It was like 3 months before. I think that this post was my first like entree into this whole thing. Like I did not know who she was or their relationship. And I remember when this happened, I kind of went down the rabbit hole a little back then. But like it's just so tone deaf. And the interesting thing here that we'll get to is this bit. Not just that it was romanticized, but the fact that he had information about where she went, about what she was doing there, about the friend she went with. Her sister knew none of this. Her friends knew none of this. So it feels like Reggie knew she was going to kill herself and didn't fucking tell anybody.
Yeah.
Because she says, we're like, what is he talking about when they read this post? We didn't know those details. It took another week for Watts to disclose to Colleen, that's the sister, that he had rummaged through Kat's iCloud. All right, so I guess he found it on the iCloud, but I don't know.
No, he looks at the iCloud all the time, probably.
Yeah, well, they were also testing before she
never
died.
Stopped looking at the iCloud, I bet.
Yeah, flicking through her photos, scrolling through her texts, and going into her notes app, Reggie was able to retrace her final moments.
What the fuck are you doing, bro? You're an ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
What are you doing going through her shit right now?
And passing none of this along
to her
sister.
It's like right off the bat, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes.
And because like this is his reasoning why he has this information that if he did have, he could have saved a life. Mm-hmm. So he has to just be like, oh, I came across it rummaging through her stuff. So like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, if I was in Kat's position, having been in a position where I was I was in an abusive relationship and I thought that person was like the be all and end all, right? And then they left me, which is what happened. If I was in Kat's position, I would want him to know that I was doing this very cool, evolved thing to find peace.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if he had at least an inkling.
It's very common, but it is a common thing. It's not outlandish to any of us that someone, when they break up and are super vulnerable, they say like, I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna do it, and like it just feels like I always imagine the worst. And this is all based on the article that came out here, so it's just allegations. But I'm like, all of this and the picture that is painted, that person would be like, hey, I think that's beautiful.
Exactly.
I think that's beautiful.
Hey, if that's what you need to do, I totally get that you need to be at peace. Like, that is exactly how it feels.
Remember you were a kid, how long it's been going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gross. Fucking gross. And the sister said it was torturous to not know anything, and he knew the entire week. So he knew at least for the week after she died about all of this information. He didn't consider her family at all. He didn't care. He was like,
how did you not tell them right away?
I know. Like, look what I found.
Immediately?
Look what I found. He was like, I have this information and I'll decide who needs it and who doesn't. And so then he posts about this stuff before telling the sister.
Oh, could have gone and deleted anything that made it look away or whatever.
Also that. We don't know anything.
Obviously, I'm just making this up.
Yeah, obviously we're just making it up.
Because I always picture the worst.
Same. But like the fact that he posts this big Instagram post centering himself and how important he was in her life and brags kind of about like knowing all the final details while her sister is sitting there completely in the dark. Also, Reggie was hindering the healing process by being insensitive and self-centered. He initially refused to delete a video where he shared more details about Kat's death, and was also erasing her sister's comments, begging him to take it down. So he was just like fully like cashing in on.
Probably like, no, I haven't had engagement on a post like this in a long time.
Exactly. And on top of that, and on top of like juicing his own posts, he also, according to the family, did not donate to the GoFundMe to bring her body home.
Wow.
Or even share it.
Oh my God. Yeah. I don't honestly.
Fuck him.
Unless he wants to take the stand. Guilty.
Guilty in the court of public opinion. And there's a pattern. Like, this was not just behavior that he perpetuated with Kat. We also have, like I said, 5 of his partners who were interviewed for this article who weighed in. One girlfriend said, I had so many experiences with him where he would be like, this is totally going to be fine for you. It feels amazing. With drugs. Next thing you know, I'm dry heaving on my hands and knees in a stranger's bathroom. So he was like regularly overdosing. These are
terrible stories. Like, as a person who, myself, I enjoy partying here and there.
Yeah.
There are so many things to be careful about, and saying a faux pas would be very reductive in downplaying how much you don't, put a drug on someone, put a drug on someone that they never, put a drug on someone when they're already fucked up, put a drug on someone when they've been doing tons of drugs and supposedly you care about them. It's just everything about.
Yeah, like, I don't understand the why. Like, in a normal person's brain, why would you give so much to a girl that she pukes? Like, it feels like it's a kink.
It's definitely seasoned. It could, the way it's laid out here is it's seasoned in maliciousness, but he's a real fucking buffoon.
Yeah,
he's a real
reckless.
fucking idiot.
At the least, he's a
giving the
person.
Drugs out to people. I know how to dose you. Take as much as me. Getting fucked up, constantly getting fucked up every single time is just, what a fucking idiot.
Just a fucking ding dong, at the bare minimum.
Fucking jackwagon filled to the brim of ding dongs.
Absolutely.
Just the Warwick ding dong jackwagon.
Oh God, I laugh like the fucking Cheshire Cat right now. Okay. Then he has a girlfriend that he was with for 3 years who was interviewed, who said that he was emotionally and psychologically abusive. And that Reggie seemed to want to make her feel small, which we've seen throughout this. It was a constant cycle of love bombing and veiled insults that would tear down your self-esteem, she said. She broke up. This is interesting when we think about the iCloud, okay? And what he knew when, because she broke up with him and then feared that he was tracking her. Apparently, he had gifted her several electronic devices over the years and started showing up places where she was, including when she was on a date. So, like you said, was he constantly looking through her iCloud? Did he know she was in Peru before she died? Did she know she was planning to go to Peru? Did she know what she was writing in her notes apps, right? About wanting to commit suicide. And why didn't he tell her family? And then in trying to win this other girlfriend back, he allegedly disclosed that he had an explicit video of her that she had not consented to. So apparently threatening to do revenge porn on her. And then she said, I remember feeling how he would make me feel, completely devastated and worthless. I just wish so badly that Kat could have known that it gets better and that this guy has no say in your worth. So fucking sad. Like, I understand that sometimes people are so profoundly mentally ill that maybe dying by suicide is the right path for them. But this was such a temporary break, influenced by a deeply abusive relationship, in my opinion, that the fact that she couldn't see past it is a tragedy. It's a fucking tragedy. Another girlfriend said that Reggie pressured her to stop taking her doctor prescribed medication, blaming those meds for her struggle to orgasm during sex, which he said was a deal breaker for him. And that makes me wonder if Kat had also gone off doctor prescribed medication. And again, it's like the manipulation of the sex part of it, right? Like, you're not sexually attractive to me anymore because you're nuts, all that shit. And so was she also having like an additional chemical imbalance? Had she stopped taking her drugs for depression because he said ketamine would fix it? Like, there was a lot of influence he seemed to have. Also, he didn't disclose to multiple girlfriends and partners that he had a sexually transmitted infection, including Kat. He stealthed one of his girlfriends, meaning she thought that he was wearing a condom and he wasn't. According to his lawyer, he says, any suggestion that he recklessly exposed his ex-girlfriends to an STI was false. His lawyer provided the name of a former girlfriend from the 2010s as a character witness, but she declined to be interviewed. In a text message, though, she said, Reggie is a wonderful, generous, thoughtful person and a dear friend, but she wouldn't be actually interviewed for the article. So he's got some weird other shit going on with other girlfriends. And as we know, he didn't even go to her fucking celebration of life. So we have a statement from his attorney, and I'm going to read it. Let's see. Attorney Andrew Bretler called the article dangerously false to suggest Watts bore any responsibility. And also dismissed the broader story as a preconceived narrative and specifically pushed back on claims that Watts encouraged McCullough, that's Kat's, substance abuse, stating that she was already an experienced drug user who did not need any so-called encouragement from him. Not once during that period did Catherine or any of her family members or friends ever suggest to Reggie that she was suicidal. Watts declined to participate. Seeing if there's any other shit in here from them. No. So basically, that's it. They say obviously that all of it is false. But in the wake of this article, Watts has been removed from multiple comedy festivals. Did you know there's a Shambhala in England?
Yeah.
He's been removed from Shambhala and Greenbelt festivals. And also a set of shows with frequent collaborator Capyac, Capyac, was canceled in the UK as well. So it sounds like he was going to go over to the UK for a bit, and all of that's been scrapped. And also, Comedy Bang Bang has removed his theme song from the show. It says fans of the popular comedy podcast were greeted with a generic British woman's voice stating the episode number today instead of Watts's improvisational beatboxing riff that served as the show's intro since 2011. So 15 years.
The whole time, pretty much.
The whole time. So yeah, that's essentially where we leave things now. I hope that her family is feeling a sense of catharsis from going through this. I don't know what impact this is actually going to have on Reggie in the long term as far as his career goes. But it was pretty damning. It was a pretty
I think people know now.
Yep.
And sadly enough, like on a multiple levels, when I first said they were living in, they were living in Los Angeles. He's a famous guy.
Mm-hmm.
People give you a lot of leniency, get away with stuff because everyone there is trying to make it. They don't want to burn bridges.
Yep.
But now people know, and for better or worse, that's just a place where you can become like a pariah. So, I think it will have an effect. And these people could have just been like, we have to tell people. He's out there bullshitting. He's like, he's putting up this thing about, maybe my sister.
Right.
It was beautiful what she did, and he knew about it. No, we got to tell. If I just tell that, let me tell everything that I know. Let's tell it all.
And then the other girlfriends were like, I have stories to tell too. And, this is how it happens, right? Like
I would like to hear what he has to say because I want to hear what he has to say. But this is, for me, it's coming from multiple people. And looking at the fact, even if I gave him the benefit in every situation, they still looks terrible for him.
Yeah.
Even if she always loved drugs. She was the one that always started drugs. She put drugs on him. And everything, every step of the way is like, did you never stop the person you care about and said that? Because you haven't once ever expressed you had a problem, but she did. But you never once expressed you had a problem. You were there the whole time, completely disregarded their well-being. And they're their own person, but you took that away from the very beginning.
Right.
Control was the main goal here.
They were scared she was scared to talk to you about having a problem, right? Someone said the sexual assault stories from his exes are horrifying. I haven't read anything but what was in the article, so I'm not sure what, besides the stealthing, which is terrible. I'm not sure what else there was. But the whole time I was reading this, I was wondering how much sex was had with consent if she was constantly fucked up. Do you know what I mean? Like, if she is more fucked up than you, is that a piece of it? I don't know. It's like that the guy I was talking about who shot up the male sex workers.
Yeah, no, I think it's you guys are doing drugs together.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird place, but when you just add to the fact that it was consistent and always happening, then it gets to a place where I don't know.
Yeah. Well, then there was all the I'm not sexually attracted to you anymore because now you're crazy, and you have other girlfriends like, oh, get off those drugs because you can't orgasm, and that's a deal breaker. There does seem to be like a sexual manipulation control thing potentially happening too. Like there's just too much. There's a lot of layers.
The boundaries he created were ones that she was uncomfortable with at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I know she's fully an adult, a full-grown woman.
Absolutely.
But there is still there was a dynamic here. There is a dynamic. I'm not saying one way or another. And it was used in this situation because when she left, the relationship, the way she spoke about it, echoes that, because she's referencing how there's nothing outside. There's nothing outside of this. And it looks like, I don't know, that sounds like brainwash to me.
100%. Right? Like that shows it right there is what the dynamic was of that relationship, was that she was like, he was her everything, which if you're new to relationships, guys, that's not something to shoot for. Like, I know that's what they say in songs and movies and fairy tales and all that shit. But if anyone makes you feel like you can't do better than them, that you can't live without them, that is not a healthy situation.
But for real, David without us?
True.
On a show without us?
David, where are you?
I'm here.
Hi. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's just very clear that this is like an insanely narcissistic person who uses drugs and just isolating someone from their, friends and family and controlling them, and all of it is just very gross.
It's all textbook. Textbook stuff.
Yeah.
Totally.
We've seen it before. That's why it's so believable to hear about it. And then when you add on top that he's, what was it, 60 something? Was it?
He's 54
51 when they met. He's 54. Yeah. Someone said, you also need to consider this could be a culture war hit piece fabricated and exaggerated to take down a successful black man. So in this situation, then who would be lying and who is coordinating it?
And I'm sorry,
I remember people saying that about
Cosby
and R.
Reggie
Kelly
Watts.
Too.
Yeah, but Reggie Watts is not.
He's not on that level of Cosby. Yeah,
we're not it's not some. I refuse to believe that's silly, because I don't imagine why would this be a target for something like that.
Yeah, I don't.
What is this even? What purpose would it serve? It's not like he's popping in the news or in anything or.
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Famous people, famous men abuse their power. Like that's a pattern across the races, right?
And famous women don't get married to men. Madonna just posted up in her house there.
Cher
dancing with TikTok. That TikTok
Cher's
boy.
with Sonny, but that didn't work out. So yeah, that's where we land. And if anything, this is a way to show other women who have had situations with Reggie that they're not alone, and it's maybe a warning to other women in LA.
I think it is.
Yeah. So I respectfully disagree that this is a targeting a successful black man. I really do think that he seems like a narcissist, and maybe an abusive narcissist who has a drug problem. And likes to
famous
spray
guy
that
in Los Angeles, a narcissist? No.
What? Crazy. The city's fucking bursting with them. All right. Well, that's the main stuff for today. David, you want to take us out with some soupies, please?
Sure. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging around with that. I know that was a bit of a dark topic. Welcome back.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll have plenty of goofs and gaffs on Friday. I promise.
Friday's gonna be fun.
And here's my potato heart that everyone was making fun of on the subreddit. Is that better? Is that better? What was I doing? Like better. This?
You were like...
I was like, yeah.
Shout out Gen666 for sending 5 podcast gift memberships. Thank you. Hugh Jeffencock said that egg you dropped has seeped into the mainframe. Yeah, that's exactly why all this is fucked up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Egg.
Yep.
Egg
time. It's egg time.
Papa Molly said, y'all got this. Remember Kate said we would watch Harley shit for 2 hours and be happy. So this is golden. It'll be funnier if you don't know what each other is saying. It turned out to be pretty funny.
Excuse me. I said he could open up his butt and fart for 2 hours, but poop is good too. Thank you.
Yeah.
On poppers.
On poppers, yeah.
Too thick to quit said
Friday. We're taking poppers on Friday, guys.
Yep, gaping on Friday.
Shout out.
We're all gaped on Friday.
Gape Nash.
Gape o'clock. Gape
Nash. Too thick to quit said less pixels, please. We're
working
gonna have
on it.
4 pixels on Friday.
We're working on it. We're trying our best.
I'm a Villa just donated right now, said, thank you for covering this. It reminds me a lot of some of the spiritual cults my sister has experienced, and I feel that would be a great topic to cover at some point. Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Yeah. I am very interested in cults. Very, very interested. I plan in November to do a Jonestown deep dive, because that's usually, I think November's the anniversary, and that's like fascinating to me, because I definitely would have gotten got by that cult.
I know.
I would have been
so
down
annoyed.
there
I'd be like, why are we
bushwhacking.
doing this? Are you seriously doing this, Kate? Really? Why are we doing it? Stupid, right? Fuck.
Yeah. What?
Why do we do that?
Yeah.
Oops.
Now we're fucking dead. And now we're fucking dead. Yeah. That'll be us.
David wouldn't.
No,
and we'd be making fun of him as we drinking it.
Yeah. I'd be like, fucking
We're like,
loser.
look at David. Oh, look, he's running to the safety of that helicopter.
We'll be like, oh yeah. You know, Kool-Aid.
Oh, you scared of the Jews,
Oh, you
David?
scared,
Look at him run. Look at him running.
Scared.
Let's see, where else am I at? Live to Rome said, I'm a 41-year-old lesbian mask who's been single for 6 years. Where can I send my dating profile? I would like your advice / perspective on it.
Hey, you can DM me on Reddit. That's where I collect them. And I'll try to remember it for the next time we have Galia on and do it.
Hell yeah. Harry Mess said, Lovehead, you 3 are the dream team. Can I request the long fart soundbite? Also, Harley, I watched Buffet Infinity on Acid over the weekend and loved it. Any other movie recommendations like it?
Oh, I ended up recommending that one. That's so funny. Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't know what that is.
It's I don't even want to say it's a movie. It's like a movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Buffet Infinity.
Kind of remind me of Skinamarink, which is another movie that's like not a movie.
It's probably not related at all. But did you know that the people that made Too Many Cooks are coming out with a movie?
Oh.
Did you see that? It's like a Barney horror movie.
Oh yeah, I think I did see that.
With like the
what
orange
was it called?
dinosaur thing.
Yeah,
I don't know what
it
it's called.
Yeah, I remember seeing this. Yeah.
Harry, this is for you.
It's called Buddy, by the way. It's called Buddy.
Eden Makuchi said,
Good one.
I do ketamine therapy for depression, and it has helped me so much, but I do it at a clinic with nurses and my psychologist, not by some weird guy with a fixation. Exactly.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. So, speaking of, I kind of skipped over that, but in 2023, they did a study about ketamine. And basically, they said that in a therapeutic setting, it never happens. But in the study, 312 overdose cases, 138 deaths were reported. So people absolutely fucking die from ketamine. So Reggie Watts is full of shit.
Shocker.
Anyway, continue.
Called it.
Crafty Cat Girly.
Also, speaking of scary things, I'm watching Widow's Bay. You guys need to watch Widow's Bay because it's so good, and I have no one to talk to about it.
We watched it already.
You did?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, text me about it later. I'm about
David,
to finish
did you see it already?
No, I didn't, but I'll watch it.
I just had a feeling you would have. You know, it's really, really good.
It's
the guy from
very
Atlanta,
good.
and he's just. It actually ruined other shows. I stopped watching TV after. I'm like, I guess I'll play games. Nothing was as fun as that.
The writer is the writer from The Heat.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep. Shout out.
Shout
Love
out The
her.
Heat. Shout out Sandra Bullock. Shout out Melissa McCarthy.
Shout out. That's right.
Shout out Crafty Cat Girly, who said it's like ketamine is the tape from The Ring, and if he doesn't give it to someone else, or he'll die in 7 days.
Dude, right? Like the swiftness and the urgency with which he is giving it to people is crazy. Crazy.
Crazy. Fuck him. And finally, MZZKC said, hey, my head fam, just wanted to ask for some love and fuck cancer as I had to say goodbye to my daddy for the first time and will be laying him to rest tomorrow. Could use as much love and support as possible. Thanks, MZZ.KC from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
I'm so sorry.
Sympathies and condolences to you.
Welcome to the Dead
family.
Dads Club. It fucking sucks. Yeah, it's very sad. I'm so sorry that happened. What do they say? The grief doesn't get smaller, but you get bigger. Right? So you kind of grow around it. You'll be okay. I say that, from well in the future of the Dead Dads Club. Shout out.
And that's all.
Shout out, Dead Dads.
Shout out, Dead Dads.
Shout out, Dead Dads.
Living ones,
dead
we don't know
moms.
yet. Be good.
If your dad's alive, fuck you. Just kidding. Well, we'll see you guys on Friday.
Crazy.
It's gonna be all fun. We're gonna do all fun and games on Friday.
Yep.
Maybe we'll actually play a game if the internet works. We'll see. We'll see. Bye, everybody. Love you.
Goodbye.
Oh, happy birthday to Copperless sister. Hey, girly.